continue. So when we left off yesterday, we had just finished the Sorak fight down here. I'm pretty sure I've looted everything. Nothing else to loot. Son of a bitch. Yeah, we're been trying out a new stream schedule. It's been interesting. How's the Outriders going? I haven't played it in about a month. Yeah, they keep screwing up their patches. Instead of making the game better, making it worse. So unfortunately, Outriders isn't going. Alright. I don't think there's anything down here. Let's just fast travel to the exit. Who the hell is it? This way. Hold up. Let me check my quest tracker. Yeah, the fourth clue. That's what we had to do. We had to find the fourth clue in there. In the library. I knew there was something we had to do here. There's so much broken with Outriders right now. Which is a shame. Because it was a fun game. It's just they kept breaking shit. Oh. Oh. What's the fourth clue? Oh, it's that, I guess. I mean, Outriders was great while it lasted, but one, the game was never designed to play endlessly like I was doing. And then you combine that with the fact that they just kept breaking stuff.
Another statue. These guys really love themselves.
Yes.
Now, this is an emperor. A famous one, too. Lerithir Imradir. He was emperor at the time of the Cataclysm.
What have you been playing
Good
lately?
job managing the trouble, mister.
All right. That's completed. Now we can leave. Mostly Warzone. Some Outriders and Ark. Yeah, Ark just had a new DLC come out, right? How is it? Or I'm assuming you're playing the new DLC. Oh shit, we only have 5 units of food. Our heroes are well rested, but the mood is somber. Game event. It's not a, we're not being attacked.
You look a little pale. Is something wrong?
I don't feel too good. I knew that old crown was cursed.
Thanos
know
is
that.
back.
Just get rid of it. No, we need
Gotcha,
it
gotcha.
Need
Yep.
it? For what?
for its power. I can feel it deep inside.
Are you okay?
I just need to rest for a bit.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good either.
I'm exhausted as well.
Maybe the curse has affected us all.
Stop it. Don't be ridiculous.
Fine, let's rest for a while. Set up camp.
Yeah, I played Ark when it first came out, but I never played any of the DLCs. All right. Get ambushed by, I think, 6 bandits. And people are still asleep. Ow. Rude. Morning, Blight. How long did it take you to beat the spiders? A couple hours. And then a couple more hours for the final fight of that place. It took a while.
You like that?
Way too slow. It wasn't so much slow. I mean, it probably is too slow for you, but it wasn't a matter of it being slow. It was a matter of just a lot of attempts.
You like it?
Of course, my casters are still asleep,
Walk it off.
and I'm dying. And I'm dead.
Ha! Take that!
You would think this sound of combat would wake these guys up.
Go to hell.
Full health.
I'll get you yet.
Damn. And now Savantra's dying.
Come on!
Yeah, come on, hit your shots.
You'll get a nice scar.
Yeah. Rolled a 1. Great start. Another 1. RNGesus has abandoned us.
Yeah. If it doesn't kill you.
All right, we're up. Hey, tiny red giants. How you doing?
You'll get a nice scar.
He's gonna get more than that. And he's down. He got 1 turn. Jesus.
If it doesn't kill you.
At least who's sleeping their ass off.
You'll get a nice scar.
Jesus. I have been enjoying the game. I am on the hardest difficulty on Cataclysm.
No quarter given.
Have you played it yet? Damn allergies. Abort. Let's see. Let's try putting some to sleep. One. Gonna provoke 2 attacks of opportunity, which is probably gonna kill him. Whereas that won't.
Stop that!
Well, damn.
Are you still with us?
No, she's not. The good thing is she's really hard to hit.
That was a lucky hit.
Not hard enough, though. Yeah, if you're a fan of CRPGs and the likes of Baldur's Gate, Pathfinder, probably will enjoy it. Third time's the charm, right?
Bleed.
Wondering if I use Miss T to shove Blight, will he wake up? Disengage. Yeah, I have Baldur's Gate 3 already in the early access state. Will absolutely love it, but I'm going to wait until they complete the game to play it anymore. And we'll do a fresh playthrough when they finish the game.
Again.
Really loved it, though. And Pathfinder Kingmaker, I've played a little bit of, but I haven't like done a full playthrough of it. I think I've only done like parts of Act 1. Oof.
More coming your way.
Your awake party members can click on the sleeping ones to wake them up. Okay, okay. That I wasn't sure of, and I didn't want to waste a turn trying different things, you know? I assume they actually have to have an action. Bam. Come on, girl. There you go. Keep dodging. Oof.
You're still in the fight, my friend.
No, she's not. uses up their action. Okay. Wait. What? Atta girl. Start dodging. Nice.
Well done.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. They're at disadvantage.
Another victory.
Get up, Savantra. Has to be at touch range, doesn't it? Damn it. Okay.
I owe you one.
A victory fit for a song.
I should Misty. Should have Misty stepped away first and then cast him.
You
Send
can
him somewhere
take
over
it.
here.
Another
Nice.
one bites the dust.
All right.
I owe you one.
Don't know how much that'll help him, but Misty step away.
Nobody has your skills. Bravo!
We got Blight cheering people on. Let's hopefully keep him out of range of. Yeah. We're at disadvantage because he's not well led, but
Well struck.
we have good attack modifiers. Guiding bolt.
You
Nice.
were doomed.
That was a little rough. All the rations. Thank you, thank you. Flowers. Make sure we're not missing anything. All right, continue with the long rest. Third time was the charm. Quick save it here. Care Kiflin, camping right outside of town. Here we go.
We did it! We brought back proof.
I really hate
How do you feel?
the
Better.
voice that we
Might have been a simple
chose
fever
for my
after all.
character.
What about the crowd? You know the council will probably take it. No! We can't hide the fact that we found it with the Sorax. It's our loot. Ours! We have to declare anything of historical value. And they have the right to buy it. And if it's priceless,
Come on, they can do whatever they want.
sure. I guess we'll see.
They'd better remember that we fought the Sorax for this.
All right. Yep, you have a crown. You have the crown of the Magister. Should be able to identify our magical items from here. Let's see. Yes. Jesus Christ. 52 gold to identify. How much are pearls if he has any? Ooh. It's cheaper. Scale armor +1. Finger protection. I'm immune to curses. I don't think it works that way. Don't think it works that way. All right, so we just had the 2 items. So I think this is actually going to be less AC. No, it's the same. Bippity boopity curse immunity. Only it were that easy. Not sure which one I like more on her. Let's see. I think this might. Might be an improvement. It's the same. Okay. Oof. That doesn't look great on him. There we go. That looks good. Same AC values. So if you're going to have the same value, you at least got to look good, right? Oh yeah, we had another item. A great sword. Same movement? I believe so. Actually doesn't have a negative to stealth advantage. Whereas this one does. Okay. So he has a negative, had a negative to stealth advantage regardless of what he was wearing. Okay. So we need to identify this. Great sword +1. Which... not sure if I want to sell or hold on to. We only sell it for 89 gold. Jesus. Getting ripped off here. Worth 50 gold pieces. Buys it for 5. Jesus. The Ring of Protection. Thinking the Cleric. Give him a little boost to AC. And saving throws. pretty sure, yeah. Okay. Yep. Whiteburn. What is Whiteburn, though? I feel like it's a potion. Nope. Prime short sword. Okay. So we need all our primed items on him. We have more in the stash, so grab that. Sell that. We can sell that. Why is that diamond different than the other one? Magnificent diamond. Okay. Blood of Solasta. Ah, perfect. Does 1d6 damage and then 1d6 looks like acid. One d6 plus. I think as far as the short sword is considered, that might be the better use of the prime short sword. It's cold damage. Really? That symbol signifies cold. Weird choice. Would have gone with a snowflake. Let's see. You gotta have anything new to say?
Clear skies, my friends.
It says in the properties. Gotcha.
Well,
Stay in the...
Nothing new here. So, does he have any blood of Solasta? Or Solasta? Potion of flying. He does not. How about you? Doubtful, but worth a look. Damn, plate armor. 1,400 gold. Yikes. Yeah, I'm thinking we sell the +1 greatsword. One of the faction vendors. Okay, we'll check those. Wait, we didn't sell the greatsword. I don't think we can do anything by interacting with these guys yet. I think after this next interaction with the council.
Clear skies, citizens.
Yeah. So let's go do that. Wait. No, gotta go here. Brave keeps cast. Oh, they even made the drunk guy's profile picture look like Co. That's cool.
Lord Karen.
Ah, deputies. I see you found some nice, shiny loot. So, have you brought us the head of a Sorak?
We have.
One head, slightly damaged.
Marike preserve us. I'm sorry I asked.
At least it's dead. You should have seen it alive.
I can only imagine.
When's the next council meeting?
When? But now, of course. The rumor of your return has already reached the palace. They're waiting for you.
They are?
Well, more for this. But come on.
Now there's a trophy. And by the way, who's crazy now?
All right, you were right and we were wrong. They do exist. Happy now?
Kid, I've seen more than anyone in this town, yet nobody seems to believe me.
Maybe it's a curse.
The curse of being surrounded by idiots.
If you don't mind, Merton, we have business to attend to.
Right. Say hello to the old lady for me, Karen.
Who is this guy again?
Arwen Merton.
His name's Co.
He used to be a legend. The first scavenger, they say.
Of the clan
But now,
Carnage.
well, you can see for yourself.
Who's this old lady?
Just ignore him. Let's go.
Oh, he actually gets a quest in the game. Lovely.
Your thoughts, Dean Fasek?
Well, it looks very much as the scriptures describe. Well then, it seems we have a problem.
It's a disaster. We all know what the Sor Akat did on Tirmar.
There's something else.
What?
A crown?
Of the Magister.
Interesting. Very nice find.
We don't want to sell it.
Why not? You know we pay well.
We want to keep it.
I'd like to take a look at it, though.
Come on. Let them take a look.
Greedy little dwarf. Blight not wanting to sell his treasure.
Any ideas?
It's quite massive. Clearly imperial in style.
These ruins remind me of the
Ruins?
Imperial schools of magic.
I have a spell I'd like to cast on this.
My lords, this deputy is clearly unwell.
What?
Oh, he did. Cleric down.
What happened?
You passed out.
Where are we?
The Temple of Einar. Marshal Beric Sunblaze himself invited us to stay here. We certainly made an impression on the council. They believe you're attuned to the crown, that you can't be separated from it.
What?
Well, you're stuck with it now, Blight.
So it is cursed.
They're not sure. All these big brains. And
What
their
were you
stuff
saying about
take
not
cast
being
spells on the crown on
able to
you.
be cursed? That you're
Between
immune?
that and the Sorax, we caused quite a fuss out there. They'll reconvene the council when you're ready. But trust me, there's a lot of people who want to talk to you first.
A cursed crown? Okay. Anything in the church we can loot? Can we loot a church? Doesn't look like it. Hello.
Lord Sunblaze, thank you for your hospitality.
It's the least we can do for the deputies who proved that there are still Sorax on Solasta. You've proved we cannot relax our vigilance. Did you find anything else that could help us track them?
There was a parchment.
Parchment
If
of what?
you find it,
Oh, yeah.
send for the char.
You
The
can
char?
read that?
That last word, it's not Temarian. It's in the Sorakath tongue.
I knew it.
It means general.
Ruh-roh.
You were wise to run.
Also the fanatics we fought near that old tower. They all had this tattoo on their arm.
It seems to support the idea that they were working for the Sorax under duress.
It is indeed one of their ways. Now this is the A of Erevad.
Erevad?
Enlighten us?
Between the myth and what we've seen, it's confusing.
Of course. We paladins and clerics of Einar are the guardians of these memories. Our ancestors fought the war against the Sorakath. Their god, Sortar, gave them dark powers of treachery, mind-reading, and shape-changing. They infiltrated the human society, corrupted the hearts of men. At some point, everyone was suspected to be a Sorak in disguise. Distrust broke.
There's going to be a Sorak on the council, and I have a good idea who it might be.
Had won. He corrupted even Erevad, god of the Inquisitors. The gods themselves decided to run away from Tirmar. They opened the rift for the humans to escape to Solasta. Many of them didn't make it. It was a tragedy. At the site of the rift, thousands of Sorak tried to cross. Sortar himself tried. The rift was closed in a gigantic blast. Our kings and heroes, Manicalan's masters of magic, were all wiped out. So, how could Sorax have survived, escaped, and then thrived on Solasta? I suppose that's another one of their tricks. But for those who had survived the war, the Exodus, it was paramount to stay vigilant, to keep the memory alive. The memory of what Sorax were, what they could do, so that if one day they were to return, we'd be ready. I'm sorry to say, after 1,000 years, only a few of us remain. Now, most people believe Sorax are a mere legend. But you brought us proof. The Sorax are not extinct.
Why do people follow them?
How do they get people to worship them?
They get into people's minds, learn their darkest secrets, their fears, their shameful desires. With that, they can blackmail, corrupt, and finally, recruit. It's much easier for them than to duplicate, and very efficient.
Are there different Sorax?
We fought different ones. Do you know more?
The bulk of their army are foot soldiers with poisoned spines. They breed a caste of albino priests able to cast spells.
Ran into one of those.
Some of them are deadly assassins, invisible, venomous. Others are giant brutes. The scriptures talk of elite warriors, anti-paladins. the Shikath.
Can they mimic people?
Can they really impersonate people?
It's been proven, though it's a long process. They used to kidnap a target, study it for weeks, sometimes months. One of their chosen ones would transform into a perfect duplicate. Upon death, they would return to their original form.
So we have to kill someone to find out if they're a Sorak.
Well, that's all
Risky.
very scary. But thanks, it's going to help us.
You're welcome, deputies. If you find anything else connected to the Sor Akath or their allies, bring it to the temple. Talk to Chaplain Dallin Lark. You will be well rewarded. Whenever you're ready, the council will meet again.
Let's see. That's locked. Can you lockpick it? Yeah, no. Maddie?
It's an honor, deputies.
Who are you?
My name is Maddie Greenisle. I work for the Tower of Knowledge. I'm just a junior aide in the council, but if you ever need to contact my superiors without going through official channels, just see me at the tower, downtown.
Why the sudden interest in us?
You proved yourselves in the Badlands. Now, we in the Tower of Knowledge value skilled adventurers. If you find anything of historical value, we'll pay well. And, you know, if things go well, we might share some of our own secrets.
All right. We'll think about it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure we have some stuff you might want. So yeah. Now we're going to be able to turn stuff into them. And talk to him. He talks to us on our way out.
Can I ask for a minute of your time, deputies?
We're in kind of a hurry.
I know. I won't delay you long. My name is Headland Shorespell. I represent the Arcaneum.
And the Arcaneum belongs to the New Empire. Do you really want to be seen talking to us?
My business is magic, not politics. And no, I have no quarrel with you. You may not see us Imperials as friends, but we take the Council very seriously. We are particularly interested in anything from the Old Empire that you might find in the Badlands. Anything from the Manicellan era Arcaneum. Even more so. Oh, of course, we'd pay you handsomely for this crown, although I know that's not possible.
You're smarter than you look.
Also quite indifferent to mockery. Anyway, we have an unrivaled trove of magical and other knowledge. Think it's over. You can find me at the Gravekeep's Cask.
Really? Not at the embassy?
What can I say? I love Martel's beer, even though it tastes like donkey piss.
That's going to be a running joke through the game, isn't it?
How did he?
That was our joke. The first day we met. Was he spying on us?
Maybe he just agrees about the taste.
Nothing like a pissy beer.
Would you have a moment, deputies?
All right, but make it quick.
I'll do my best. I am Joel Foxeye, from the Circle of Denantar.
The same magic school where the princess studies.
Danatar.
Exactly.
Is she a good student? A powerful wizard?
That's
Wasn't
not
that the
for me
name of
to
the
say.
lich in the Dungeons and Dragons
seemed to
movies?
be in a rush.
Danatar?
Fine.
I just want you to know that our Grand Master Edvin Denantar has noticed you.
He talked a lot, for sure.
He's a man of great authority. He'd like you to know that our doors are open to you if you'd care to visit us. You can find me at Sunblaze Court.
Interested in Badlands treasures, I suppose, like everyone else.
Well, if you ever come across old spellbooks or spell scrolls, we'd love to see them. In return, we have the largest collection of spells and potion recipes you could ever hope to see.
More than the Arcaneum.
They would disagree, but yes. Now, If you were to prefer feeding the new Empire's wizards with more magical knowledge than the Principality, that would be a troubling choice to many on the Council.
Neutrality means we don't treat you any differently than we treat them.
Of course, neutrality is the rule. Good day to you, deputies.
It's the rule, but don't do it. All right. Let's see if you have anything new to say.
Greetings, deputies.
You do not. Looks like Annie has something new to say.
Clear skies, my friends.
Do you know Arwin Merton, the so-called first scavenger?
Of course.
That's it?
Hostile force detected.
Hey, Asteri.
For me, I'd rather not talk about him.
Fair enough.
How you doing, Asteri? And how was your stream? Man, get you a shout out. See what your clip will be. Playing some Biomutant.
What the heck's a giant trevally? Show. Oh. Crappie?
Scared away his fish. How is your day going? All right, I want all those on my character. Okay. Well, I think first we need to see what each faction offers us. Wait. We have more to this quest. Is this a new game? It's newly released. They've been in early access, but as
Look
of the
who's
27th,
here. The Sorak hunters themselves.
It's Merton, right?
they just entered their full release.
Damn right.
First scavenger. Where does that come from?
Long story, kid.
Start talking
Short
then.
version. When we started crossing the marches to the Badlands, I was one of the first. Now, I'm just the ugliest one left standing.
What should we know about the Badlands? Any advice?
Bring a good cleric with good healing spells. You'll need them.
If you know who Co-Carnage is, he's the one doing the voice
So sour.
of this NPC.
It's this ale that's sour. That's all. The High and Mighty Council, paying clueless kids like you to go and get killed in the Badlands.
Yeah,
But they're
some
not
of the
asking good
hair
old Arwen. No.
isn't all that
Go
great.
Figure. It's
But-
because I got them figured out.
Figured out? How?
But it's
The
a small
Legacy
indie dev
Council
that
is
made this.
Full of it. Acting all united and lovey-dovey while they plot to rob each other. Wouldn't surprise me if some of them were even Soraks in disguise. You know they can shapeshift.
Okay.
Hey, I was right about them hiding in the Badlands, wasn't I?
Yep, it definitely adds to the character. And it also tells me that there's a better chance of the developers putting money towards making the game better mechanically rather than visually. Wow, certain aspects of the game look fantastic. They didn't spend as much on the hair. Although, from the early access, this is an improvement. Okay. There. Thought there was one of the merchants in this area. Guess I was wrong. Don't see her. Okay. Where is she? Still up here? Yeah, she's still up there. All right, let's go see what they have to offer us. Where are they at? She's outside. We have to return to the council.
Stay in the light, citizens.
If you say so.
The law provides, adventurers.
Law preserve us.
The owl watch over you, faithful one.
We do require your...
Let's see. Yeah. No. All right, let's just return to the council. We'll worry about this later.
Greetings, Sorak Slayers.
Hello.
I am Halman Summer of the Guild of Antiquarians. I'm instructed to invite you to visit us at the Embassy of the Snow Alliance.
You're based at an embassy?
Very well.
I thought the council was neutral.
We don't have a house of our own in Kaya Kiflin, unlike the Tower of Knowledge. How about that for neutrality? Anyway, we'd be interested in any antiquities you might bring back. We pay very well, even for things you might think are worthless.
Like the scavengers.
The scavengers? Well, they'd sell an antique emperor's sword for its metal value, but we can offer more than gold. Antique magical items, for instance.
Ooh.
You'll never find their like elsewhere.
Good to know.
Antiques.
Thanks for the invitation.
Honorable council members, please take your seats.
Ah, our crown bearer is up again.
Lord Danantar has the floor.
Thank you. I have confirmed that our deputy is indeed magically attuned to the crown. It is an uncommonly powerful attunement, unlike anything I've seen. I strongly recommend against forcing separation.
Chancellor Gormsdotter?
With the council's permission, I'd like to try a little experiment. I have here the gem that Captain Merrin recovered recently. I have reason to believe that it might be... as I suspected. It belongs to the crown.
What have you done? Commander, take Her Royal Highness to safety.
No, wait!
Ruh-roh Blight. One man versus an army. Sorakath Abomination. So they've created a barrier, and so I have to fight these guys alone. He hits hard. And knocked prone. Fantastic. What am I focusing? Why do I have... Oh, it would make me lose concentration on... Yeah. So it looks like we're in some kind of ancient flashback, if I remember correctly. They just keep coming. Front row. Jesus. There's even more we can't see. I don't think we're going to win this one. What's up, Emilio? Drink? Cheers. Aw. Get some rest. I know what it's like. Yep. Have a great sleep. Get some rest. And thank you again for the raid. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I'm like supposed to lose this. Judging by the amount of enemies, I'm supposed to lose this. Yeah. It's not a fight we win.
Are you going to faint again?
But good morning, Amelior. I must find the other gems.
The Crown wants the other gems back.
What?
I think I can find them. I can feel them.
You said it wasn't sentient.
This is old Manicalan magic. Anything is possible. Let the Crown Bearer and the other deputies follow that quest. Find the other gems if you can, but keep us informed. In the meantime, we will formulate a response to the Sorax.
Let's vote. Delegates, do you agree?
Aye. Your Royal Highness?
Oh, pardon me. Yes, I concur.
To which proposition, Your Highness?
Definitely play some pretty obscure games.
Aye.
Sometimes.
They should go and find the diamonds, the gems.
So resolved. Let it be recorded. Thank you, honored delegates.
I rarely play
The
mainstream
council
games.
is now in recess.
What was that? What do you mean the Crown wants its missing gems?
I can't explain. I just feel it. Anyway, we have a new mission.
So much for Blight
All right,
being
then.
immune to being cursed.
So where are we going, Crown Bearer? I think the Crown knows.
Yeah, that's my favorite type of game, is one that has a deep story. Like you rarely will ever catch me playing something like COD. I prefer story-driven games. All right. Can we finally?
Clear skies, you have some treasure.
Can we see your wares?
We do require your services.
Oh, boots of levitation. Oh my. Would anyone say Destiny has a decent games? From what I've heard about the lore of Destiny, it's got a fantastic story. To the point where people have to watch YouTube videos to like keep track of it all. Okay. They are definitely worth
Clear
giving
skies,
stuff
you have
to.
some.
Feast your eyes on this.
Okay.
See you next time, friends.
Really like that they added the how much you gain, because I don't
Clear
remember that
skies,
from the
my
early
friend.
access.
You have some treasure.
We do require.
All right. Boots of the Winterlands. Cold damage is halved. Ooh. Can jump at maximum distance without risk, unaffected by encumbrance penalties, unaffected by heavy armor penalties. Interesting. Can't hear me over those characters and the rain. You're watching in the car? Are you texting and driving? Sparkles. Ooh. Bracers of archery are nice. Handy haversack. Increased carrying capacity. Ooh. Endless quiver. I just don't feel like going into the house. Fair. I think we've all been there at some point. Cloak of Arachnida? Can move along walls, cannot be restrained by webs. Can cast pass without a trace. Interesting. That is a lot of gold, though. Ring of Dark Vision might be nice for our ranger. Slippers of spider climbing. Damn, son. Yeah, we'll get that. Oh. Do a short rest. You have yogurt in the sack. Oh boy. Okay. Let's check the vendors.
There's life yet.
Araki Smarlon.
Lady of Life.
We do
No, he doesn't have what we need. Go pick some herbs, some flowers. Any more? Okay. I don't remember these being here before. Travel interrupted.
A word, please, deputies.
What's up?
Amelia, you just got to connect to the 5G in your arm.
What is this?
A command word to teleport your party to the city's Imperial Gate.
Teleport? We can't do that, I'm pretty sure.
Well, word is that in the Badlands, you may come across functioning major gates. If you do, use this command word and you'll be brought back here. Take note of any command word on the gate you find, and you'll be able to return there the same way.
That's fantastic.
Don't get too excited.
RNG.
So far, no one's found any.
Oh, right. Well, thanks anyway.
Stay in the light, senior deputies.
You too, Captain.
Okay. So I think this is where the game really starts opening up.
Clear sky.
We do require your services.
What do you offer? Nothing I need. The mayor?
Oh, it's you.
Oh,
Well, I'm still busy. Thank you for your service.
Jesus. Aye. Little one's leaving for
Deputies,
school.
Do you have anything for the circle?
Let me see your
We
wares.
do require your services.
Okay. +1 armors. Adamantine plate armor. I mean, I guess I'm not overly impressed with most of this. Okay. Go talk to Maddie. See what they offer.
Deputy, do you have some luck?
We do require...
Lots of recipes. Healing remedy. Yeah, I think we're going to want to get their reputation up. Probably going to be spending a lot of money here.
Deputy, do you have some...
Just missed you.
Just missed your smiling face, Miss Green Isle.
Such nice manners. All too rare these days.
Oh, we got improved reputation for that.
Deputies, do you have some...
Indeed.
Oof. Nothing they give good rep for. Let's see. We got him. Okay. See what he offers.
Clear skies, adventurers.
We do require your services.
Apparently we have nothing he wants, though. Okay, so we can get primed weapons and armor from him. Yeah. Banishment.
Clear sky.
Okay.
That's nice.
So, looks like we're going to split between this guy, the Arcanium, and the Antiquarians, and these guys, and Maddie with the Tower of Knowledge. Not a fan of what they offer. So, let's go back to Maddie. Turn these into her.
Deputy, do you have some love?
Indeed.
Clear skies to you. Deputy.
Will it go up every time we say that we missed her?
Such.
Nope. Just the first time.
Deputies.
Can't max
how are
them
you
all.
today?
Yeah.
We do require your services.
Probably the least of all of the three that I'm interested in is these, but have to know a spell to craft a scroll for it. Okay. We are broke now. Like, do I have to put these on the character that can craft them, or can I just read them and automatically know on any character? Just, yeah. Cure wounds. And he's crafting Battle Axe of Acuteness, which we'll probably use on Misty. All right. So everyone's crafting something.
Ah, there you are. Clear skies, my friends. Someone came to see you.
Me?
Who?
An old acquaintance, I gather. Master Dakin. He said he'd wait for you at Sunblaze Court.
Oh. Thanks for the message. Stay in the light,
Everything all right?
like she said. An old acquaintance.
Where are we at with this? 5 and 7 days. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He said Sunblaze Court. Who are you and what do you want?
You came. I wondered, considering your new rank.
How are you, Master?
It's nice that you pretend to care.
Are you going to hate me forever?
I don't hate you. I just... Well, it was your right to leave and pursue a life of adventure, even if it wastes your academic talent.
It serves me well, thanks to you.
Maybe. Still, I'm without an assistant. Times have been hard. The guild offered me a posting. South.
You're not getting your department chair?
Evidently not. Unless I can make a major contribution.
No tenure for old men.
That's why I wanted to see you. I heard you went to Kerlem in the marches.
That's right.
There is an old Tirmarian tower there.
Oh, yes. Very impressive, too.
If
What's
I
up,
could
Cat?
just explore it,
Posture
bring
check, I
something
think we're good.
back, something the guild couldn't ignore, I would have a chance at this chair. The scavengers say it's safe now. I can go.
Little improvement.
But once there, I'll need,
Good morning.
well, some specific expertise.
And that's us.
It could salvage my career.
Of course.
Or ruin
I owe you
ours.
that much, Master.
Thanks. Find me at Kerlem then. I'll be ready.
We'll see you there. Stay in the light, Master.
All right. Something at Kerlem. Okay, is that everything? It's mid-afternoon here, but all good. Solasta's been a blast, actually. Really challenging on the hardest difficulty, I will say that.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
How much is a room?
We'd like to stay for the night.
Oof, 10 gold. Okay. That'll work. Let's go there. Let's... We didn't finish crafting, did we? Doesn't look like it. Ah. 9 more hours. How are we on rations? Because we don't have a whole lot of money. That's magic and curiosities. We don't need that. We need supplies. So we only have 2 rations. That might be Problematic. Oh, okay. There we go. Should be enough for now. Where's the exit? Exit. Right there. Possible gym location. That is a long trip right there. Okay, nothing else for her to finish or craft. Do a quick save there. Good thing I did. Let's see. Too far away. I mean, we could try to charm someone. Too far away. Put him to sleep. Nope. God, I hate. Use item. Revivify. Okay. Hits. All right, looks like they have about 22 health. Nice.
Slow.
Let's get them spread out a little bit. Ready a melee. Still too far away. Magic missile. All right, Bandit Captain has got some health to her. Shield of Faith. Damn.
You like it?
You like it? Damn, she's got a lot of movement.
Wait till the next one.
Action surge. Attack her. Missed. Missed. Come on, hit.
I'll get you yet.
Critical miss. Missed on the bonk. Necrotic touch. Nice. $18 damage. She's got double attack.
Well struck.
Missed. Missed. Good bonk. Let's go with Necrotic Touch again. Damn. Damage again. Keep missing. Oof.
No!
Not bad, eh?
17 damage. Not bad at all. Bonk. Every time. That'll hit. Beautiful. It's like they can't even see her. Yeah, 11 won't hit.
Bad luck.
That will. Oof. Oh, they haven't not hit me a single time yet. I'll take it.
Fortune is fickle.
I don't think we're going to just last long enough for this spiritual weapon to catch up to him.
Next time.
Here we go. Right. Okay. Want to make sure. Nothing else here. So instead of us being ambushed, we ambushed someone else. Okay, that's almost done. So we now have that. Which, yes. All right, so it doesn't have to be attuned. So like this does. Okay. Good. Let's create a hard save. Make some more. Okay. Quick save. All right. No more poison to be made. Let's fast travel here. And check on our money. 2 and 4 days.
There you are.
You ready for this?
I am. Any idea how to get up there?
Want to?
I tried to think of a way, but still, this place is incredible. Did you notice that there was a minor gate just here in the courtyard?
As a matter of fact, I did. Let's get to it, if you don't mind.
Enter the tower. Okay. Ow. Wait. Temerian Tower. Yeah. So we're gonna have to fly, I guess. Which I can't do yet. I mean... yeah. Way too far to jump. Might need to fly or something. Okay. Regardless, we don't have the money for a fly potion or scroll. We may have to come back to this another time. $518 gold. Screw that. You are high. Alright. Keep casting or creating scrolls. Come in handy. Unknown creatures. Orcs? Maybe? Don't quite look like goblins. Yeah, orcs. Just 3 of them. Ready a melee. Archer, archer, and a berserker. Okay. Not a ton of HP. I'll take it. Still have never had that land ever. Can't hit all of them. Can only hit one at a time. Alright, magic missile it is.
Ha! Take that! Oh. We have no more movement. Miss.
Holy crap, we actually hit that. Alright, he's got a little bit of health. Oof. Luckily, that still hit. Good bonk. Good hit. Damn. Hit all three. Lovely. Second wind. Crit. Beautiful.
Crush 'em.
BEA. Beautiful. We're great asks. We'll take all the arrows. Ooh. Okay. Time to go. Quick save it. All right, we'll save it again. Hard save it. Thank you. Hmm? The wife brought me coffee. And donuts. Oh, I haven't had coffee in forever. Oh, that's good. Can she bring us all coffee? No. Hard no. She says DoorDash. I'm pretty sure they're not in this country. For an extra delivery fee. Settings. DoorDash doesn't exist there. Oof. That's rough. Live in a rural place, so even food delivery is rare. Yikes. Yeah, I used to live in a rural area, so trying to find places that would deliver were rough sometimes. I think we're good. Oh. God, that's so good. We are running out of food, though. Holy crap. Dire wolves.